YouTube found community, Tchotchke fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to talk about Tchotchke's brand new album, their second album, Playin Dumb. Tchotchke are an incredible power trio made up of Anna, Eva, and Emily, who all share the same wavelength of 60s pop music, groovy aesthetics, imaginative storytelling. This new album, just like their previous one, is produced by the Lemon Twigs. How cool is that? Brian and Michael Daddario back in the producer's chair to help bring this thing to life. And now that everybody's located in New York City, it's probably easier for everyone to work together. And they recorded at a place in Brooklyn called the Vegetable Attic, which I thought was a great name. Apparently this joint is located above a warehouse that has produce. The album they've created here with Playin Dumb is easily the best thing they've done yet, but it's an album that shows them being even more creative, even more expansive, and really truly lovingly delivering something that you know that they feel this is a special record. It's an album that showcases their strengths and begs you to come back to keep peeling back layers, because every time I play this record I hear something new in the background. There's a different sound effect that I missed, there's some vocals that I missed, there's some excellent harmonies that maybe I missed the last time. This album keeps you coming back. The first track on the record, The Game, I love the thick, rubbery bass on this thing, the bouncy piano, and you mix in those sweet vocals, and you've got this beautifully 60s warm combination combo that, you know, I'm a 60s kid, I grew up with 60s music, so when I hear things like this, I'm instantly transported to a song that I just instantly want to sing along with. And the song itself isn't completely lost in the 60s. It's got an awareness of the 60s, but also the wisdom of looking back at them now. So there's some life lived, there's some other musical experiences jumping in, of course, but I really love its dedication to the 60s. You know, I love the bike horn that goes off in the chorus. The sound effects near the end add a welcome smile of texture to the track, and the tambourine is so simple, but yet so effective throughout the entire track. Did You Hear is one of the catchiest songs on the record, and that opening guitar riff is just so damn good, but the dynamic vocals on this one are so great because they go anywhere from kind of a whisper to really cranking it up. The song has such an infectious energy, and musically gets more creative with a little bit of a harpsichord here, a biting guitar solo there, and the several section change-ups keep your ears going the whole way through. Just excellent song construction. Kisses. Now this one I would say is more full-on 60s pop, especially because the cheery first verse leads to this minor chord chorus, and I love that juxtaposition. The bass on this one travels up and down the neck. It's super fun to enjoy. The harmonies on the chorus, the layered vocal lines, the chirpy organ solo, and that nod to the Shangri-Las with that kiss at one point is the perfect touch to this song. It's beyond catchy from start to finish. Poor Girl is one of the singles, and musically this one reminds me of a combination of a couple of Beach Boys songs. It sounds like Back Home, and it sounds like Some of Your Love kind of put together, which is a wonderful combination of ideas. Lyrically, I've read that this was about three different girls and how they're not actually poor, but it's kind of that, oh, poor girl, even though they've got everything and they're going through what they think is a hard time. Some truly expressive background vocals on this one, some gritty guitars, and I love how punctual the drums are. I feel like some bands can play the 4/4 beat but get so stiff and regimented, but the drumming on this song has such a life and a swing to it, even though it's so in the pocket. It's not an easy trick to pull off. And the chorus vocals just hang so well. David follows that one up next, and this one almost sounds like a nursery rhyme or a music box or a ballet. Again, there's great textures between the major and the minor chords. The vocals feel like a lilting kind of breeze, sometimes hitting excellent high notes, and the background vocals are just heavenly in their harmony. The string accents kind of give this an old school Hollywood movie kind of feel, an early 60s, late 50s, drama kind of feel, but overall, it just feels like a heartbreaking nursery rhyme. Jealousy comes up next, and I really enjoy the drum groove on this one, putting an emphasis on the hi-hat and locking into this shuffle throughout the entire track. The unexpected change in the middle is really cool. It's one of those construction tricks that one of the things I liked about 60s music in general was that you'd have different parts kind of merged together. I feel like songs these days are kind of samey because it takes I don't know, effort to make songs like this. And the payoff is beautiful because you keep coming back to it because there's so many little sections of hooks and catchiness that your ear is always drawn to them. The beautiful keyboard solo is warm and comforting. The dramatic strings add a touch of flair, and I just love like the melancholia in that lead vocal. Now I Love You is one of my favorite songs on the record. It's just so simple. It's a beautiful little song with just the best touches of keyboards, bass, and vocals. It's so effective and perfectly set in the track list too, because you've had a bunch of songs that were like pretty well layered, so this one's kind of like a little more stripped back. It's just a sweet little declaration of love, devotion, yearning, wide-eyed affection. One of the album highlights for sure, one not to miss, and an excellent display of their talents. Skipping Around is a song that lyrically I'm trying to figure out exactly where it's going. Like, I can't tell if it's about someone watching a guy that they want to be with and knowing that maybe it's like maybe kind of a bad dude and he's like with a bunch of different girls, and then this main girl's like watching all this happen and like projecting this idea that like, hey girls, this guy's bad for you but great for me. Like, is that what the song's about? I can't tell. But musically, it's perfectly punchy and poppy in all the right places. The conversation that the bass and the acoustic guitar is having is a wonderful thing to listen to. Other Boys, again, I'm gonna bring up Brian Wilson here because that sort of weird shuffle thing in the drums is very Brian, like during his Love You era, I guess during Pet Sounds too, but the background vocals on this song literally glow. They just shimmer so brightly, and the harmonica solo, super unexpected, but harmonicas are a cool instrument because sometimes they really effectively bring like a lonely quality. You feel kind of sad or, again, melancholic, and that layering of the harmonica on this track is just adding to the overall sadness. Goodbye is a really sweet song that does have those farewell feelings, and like I said earlier, it's one of those tracks that has just enough going on throughout the track where you get different moments to enjoy, but it's all under one umbrella. That's a 60s move that definitely got lost over the years. I don't know why, but when you hear a song from the 60s, a lot of the times they'll have multiple sections with multiple hooks. And that just takes talent to write, and Tchotchke knows exactly how to write those songs. I also really love the Brian May-esque guitar solo on this thing. I'm not sure if they were going for that, but it's the kind of bendy, slidey thing that Brian May would have absolutely done. And then Playin Dumb, we wrap up with the title track, and I love the charging snare hits on this one, the harmony lead vocals, and the big build-ups on the bottom end of the chorus. It gives it a really anthemic kind of feel. Lyrically, I was taking it as like the dude in this relationship or situation is just totally dumb and full of himself and projecting and saying all these things that he thinks are just super smart and full of wisdom, like he knows it all. And she's playing dumb to make him feel smart, which I think is the most biting, perfect stance to take with dumb dudes. An excellent closing track of a song, and one that will become a Tchotchke classic. Playin Dumb is truly a record that showcases Tchotchke's incredible skills, talent, and determination to create a record that harkens the best of 60s pop music, but lovingly told through the lens of someone who was born way after. Like, the context is there, it's not just totally lost in one world. There's been lives lived since this sound was a thing, and most importantly, there's a deep appreciation for that songcraft. These tracks are so lovingly presented, and each one is its own little universe, all culminating into this colorful, catchy, and always interesting package. The contributions from the Twigs are great additions, and their production chops keep the album sounding vibrant, and knowing that this was recorded to tape also helps this album feel very 60s and very warm, if you will. But on top of everything else, this album is just pure Tchotchke. Like, this is an album I will continue to enjoy for many years to come, and way more people need to put way more ears on this thing. If you're looking for something refreshing with focused storytelling and excited musicianship and a flair for cool, don't play dumb, and please listen to this record. Easily a 9 out of 10. I adore this album. I think you'll dig it too. It's just fun, and you hear the excitement in the performances, so there you go. My name is Giggens. This has been Tchotchke Playin Dumb. I can't wait to pick this thing up on vinyl when it comes out. I think it's out on cassette when you go to their shows. I haven't seen them in concert yet. I'd love to someday, and buy a cassette or the record, whatever I can pick up at whatever time. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't heard this record, please pick it up and support the band. But if you have heard the record, please let me know in the comments below and we can chat all about it. I'm really stoked about this album, and I think you will be too. So there you go. My name is Giggens. Thank you so much for watching. It's an honor to review this record, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.